don't know if you Geminis can understand me when I say this, but a lot of you have really restructured your thoughts on how you perceive dating. Again, look, you have the Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. How you perceive dating, approaching is not the same. A lot of you Geminis are now more open to actually doing it, approaching people, that is. And a lot of you Geminis are not necessarily afraid or wary or anxious about rejection, about people saying no, right? The Chariot, right? You're not afraid of this. You're not afraid of actually trying to put your best foot forward first and let people know that you are interested. You're not afraid of telling people that you like them. You're not afraid of letting them know that you want to go out with them. And Gemini can be a low-key shy zodiac sign. Y'all could be low-key shy. Some of y'all can be scared. Some of y'all can be a little bit nervous, different things when it comes to getting to know other people. But a lot of you Geminis are not scared anymore. You're not shy. You're not nervous anymore. You will put yourself out there now. And regardless of whatever happens, you're prepared for the yeses, just like you're prepared for the nos. And the Seven of Pentacles represents, and you can't, this goes to show the distinction or the differences between you and others. You're not afraid to put yourself out there anymore, which is great. And you have to understand that that's something that you're not going to get as much credit for as you should, right? A lot of people will see that you have no fears when it comes to walking up to them and trying to get to know them. But you really don't have any fears in that regard, because you Geminis, like I've been talking about, you Geminis have been doing the internal work. So like it is, I said in my Cancer Crab video, go ahead and check that out if you want to be a cross watcher, right? Of course. Trauma, being overly introverted is a trauma response, right? We are all supposed to have our own unique mixtures of introvertedness and extrovertedness. And when you're too shy, it's a response to trauma, right? So learning how to deal with that dark night of the soul, shadow work, whatever you want to call it, right? Whatever you want to call it, it actually makes it so that you're able to communicate not only better, but you're able to communicate in a way where you're a little bit more extroverted, right? And I've talked about this before. I don't want to get too deep on the science. Stuttering is a symptom of extreme introvertedness. Stuttering, over excessive stuttering, right? Meaning that if a person has a stuttering problem, it's a symptom of over introvertedness because it's a trauma response. Stuttering is. So the Five of Cups now is about how, so you've given that up. You Geminis have given up that excessive being afraid and needing to, try to see if the person is interested in you first, and then potentially putting yourself out there low key, but not much. A lot of you Geminis pretty much operate when it comes to going about love in a Cancer Crab way, where it's diagonal, it's sideways. It's kind of like, what are you getting at, right? It's kind of like that in that way. It's not direct. It's not straightforward. It's not, hey, I like you, I want to get to know you. That's an Aries thing. That's an Aquarius thing. That's a Capricorn thing. That's you know what I'm saying? That's a Virgo thing, right? But a lot of Geminis actually operate kind of like Cancer when y'all are in love or when y'all like somebody. But you Geminis are not like that anymore. You're going to be more direct. You Geminis are going to be more straight up. So the Ace of Swords now is about how, and because of that, you Geminis, you realize that you've acquired a skill, very much so, because it takes people with some serious guts, no matter who they are, to actually go up to somebody that they would like to get to know and begin to talk to people. Because truth be told, most people don't want to do the approaching. I'm just going to keep it 100 with you. Most people don't want to do the approaching, right? And I'm not knocking you. I'm not knocking anybody, right? Let me get this clear. What I am taught, what I mock, what I humiliate is not the people, is not the thought process behind that. That's not what I'm mocking. That's not what I'm mocking. What I am mocking is the delusional idea of you want somebody, right? Anyone, you may want somebody, regardless of zodiac sign. And a person that you may want very much so is about to walk out of your life because just because they came into this coffee shop, and I'm just using a coffee shop as an example, just because they came into this Starbucks and ordered this coffee or whatever it is that they did, right? And they ordered this, just because they did this one time does not mean that they will actually come back here. They could be here, they could, you know what I'm saying? Like, you may never see these people again. They may be in town for literally business. They may, you know what I'm saying? They flew in for literal business to the city to meet some important people that they will conduct a business venture with. You don't know why that person came into this coffee shop that I'm using as an example. So I'm clowning the idea that you so scared that to approach people, you just allow someone that you would really want to be in your life, you would really hope that they get a chance to be in your life, to just walk away and essentially 99% of the time never really ever see again, even if they were to live in your city, right? That's what I'm clowning. Because the excuses that a lot of people make up with that idea of, instead of them just saying that they are anxious, instead of them saying they are afraid, because anxious and fear are two different things. But instead of them saying those things so that they can actually work it out, so they can actually stop being anxious or afraid, to be able to have a higher success rate, because there's a success in the idea as well as. And let me get into this piece of game too, right? You have the Temperance, and then you have the Ace of Wands. Right. The Temperance is wisdom. The Ace of Wands is about learning from your mistakes. That's my point, right? That's exactly my point. The idea that there is a victory as well in going up to the people that you would like to approach and saying what's up to them. There's a victory in that. Because what it says is, you didn't just allow this person that you may have really wanted to just stroll out of your life and just allowed them to do so, and was a coward, right? Or was anxious. There's a victory in that, because now it's, you saw an opportunity and you took it. It may work, it may not necessarily work, but people respect that. People honor, because most people, like I said before, Gemini, most people don't want to do the approaching. So the fact that you do that, you've already set yourself apart from people in the first place, because the whole world, most people in the world, remember, they're doing all of this Instagram, social media crap in the first place to actually gain the attention. That's what they're doing it for, right? A little bit. I'm not saying they all do it, but I'm saying in a general sense, that's what they're doing it for, right? So that they can get somebody to hit them up in the DMs, right? First, because they don't want to do the approaching, right? But the situation with that, though, is it's really underlining fear, because or underlining anxiousness, because when you do the approaching, I'm not saying you have to do the approaching all the time either, Gemini, but when you do the approaching, it automatically sets you apart from other people, because most people don't have the guts to actually approach. Most people are scared like chicken squat. So the Three of Cups now and the King of Pentacles is about how, but this is how it is that you get yourself into a relationship. It starts with the conversation. It starts with the conversation. So the Three of Cups and the King of Pentacles is all about how, since that's the case, this is really about how do I say? This is how you get more people to be interested. It's to simply do more approaching. It's to get it. Let me be more clear. It's not even to just do more approaching. To be more successful, you have to know how to socialize. You have to stop being so scared of socializing, whether you're doing the approaching or whether you're getting approached, because there's a lot. There's only so much I can really say here on this YouTube, Gemini. I'm sorry, but let me try to rephrase that. A lot of people are scared no matter whether or not they're getting approached or if they're doing the approaching. There's a lot of people that are still chicken squat, even if they are the ones getting approached. This is why I humiliate the mentality. I don't humiliate the people. I don't humiliate the idea behind it. I get it. It can be a scary or a nervous thing. What do you say? You want this person to like you, and you want to say or do the perfect thing that will get them to be like, okay, I'm gonna give you a try. But at the same time, you don't want to get rejected. I get that. I grasp that, Gemini. I'm not clowning you. I'm not clowning any zodiac sign. I'm not clowning you. But what I'm trying to say is I'm giving y'all the real world. I'm giving y'all the game. What happens is this, right? There's some people who are afraid to even get approached. They do not do the approaching. And even when they get approached, they still don't know what to do with it because they act socially awkward. So the best way to ultimately cure that problem is to simply do it more and more. Is to put yourself in that line of fire more and more by socializing. That's the only way to ultimately cure it, is to actually do the very same thing that you Geminis are learning to get over. And what that'll do for you Geminis ultimately, right? Approaching, allowing yourselves to be approached, is that it will make you a socialite. It will make you more more of a socialite. You will learn how to socialize even better than the way that you know how to now. So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the King of Pentacles, which is you. Temperance, yes. Seven of Pentacles, yes, yes, yes. Lovers, which is Gemini, yes. The King of Wands, yes. So these four cards here represent how when you socialize more, it'll make you even more of a socialite, and you will have a pick of more people, or you'll have more options open because you're not afraid to get approached. You're not afraid to approach. You're not afraid to do both, which will make you not only more attractive, but you'll be able to approach people that you find attractive. The Lovers and the King of Wands. And when a person is socially awkward themselves, or reject you, all you need to do is just walk away and try with somebody else. And you will not have to feel the burden of that, because people who are afraid to do the approaching may have tried to approach once or twice in their life, and they allowed that burden of the rejection, to weigh them down their whole life, or a lot of their life, or a big portion of their life. But when you learn how to be a socialite, you won't spend a million years, right, being hard on yourself because things didn't necessarily work out your way, right? You'll just simply move on to the next person. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I want some more you Geminis to come on in and get some more of my readings, or buy my books, or get the hoodies, right? If you like this color, if you like different colors, go ahead, check out the hoodies. This hoodie right here, stamped with the official Kareemspiritworks KSW. If it does not have that stamp next to it, then it means that it's not official. But other than that, smash the subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all. And if you'd like to get any one of my services, my books, tarot readings, as well as this fly hoodie that you see right here, check out the link in the comment section called the Linktree link. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website which you'll have a drop-down menu of all of the ways in which you can support me, including my Instagram. Peace.